afternoon, sports fans, and welcome to the channel. My name is Tommy if you're new here, and if you're not, then welcome back. We are 9.6 miles in, and it is 8:48 on a Saturday morning. Started a little bit earlier today to get out and get the ride done. I was just telling to Jake, I've not done any cycling this week whatsoever. After last weekend's ride, which I can put on screen as a card somewhere if anybody wants to go and watch it, I had a small sort of stomach bug illness that just came from nowhere and obviously left very quickly. But I let my body rest and recuperate, and I've done nothing, not even a 10-mile turbo or recovery ride or anything like that. So today's ride might sting a little bit. We have got 50 miles planned. Electric Jake has planned a route, and we're going to head out towards Brigstock, a loop out that way, come back in via Oundle, maybe a coffee stop in Oundle, maybe a coffee at the end. But 9.4 miles into the ride, let's crack on. I wasn't really too sure what to wear today. The temperature is about 8 degrees. The bib shorts are on and the knees are covered with knee warmers. There's a bit of skin on show for the OnlyFans. Wasn't really feeling filming today, I must admit. I put a bit of effort into a few of the last videos and they haven't really done as well as I'd hoped. Now, this isn't a beg for views or anything like that. All I'm saying is as a small YouTuber, sometimes when you put your heart and soul into creating some content, it doesn't go as well as you think it's going to go. It's a bit demoralising. So part of me didn't think about filming today, but the camera's here. I'm sure I'll stick some videos together of where we're going today. As you can see from the sign there, we're heading towards Grafton and Benefield, going across the crossroads at the Southwick climb up that way, and Oundle is back that way. 10.5 miles in, all before 9 AM. A case of deja vu from last week's ride into Upper Benefield. We're only doing a little bit of the route from last week and we're on that bit now. So we're heading to Upper Benefield here, go down the twisty nice bends that have featured in many of my videos on the channel, and then we'll take a right towards Brigstock, which is a road we have been on in the vlogs but we haven't ridden for months and months and months and months. We've just come in to Lower Benefield, and as Jake has just right hand signalled, we're going to take a right on this turn in here towards Brigstock, providing I can get across this junction one-handed while filming. Yeah, towards Brigstock now. We are 14.3 miles in, and it has just gone 9 o'clock in the morning, which is a nice feeling to know that we've ridden that distance before 9. Right, onwards and upwards. We're now in Brigstock, which is a lovely little village. There's the sign, out in the middle of the Northamptonshire countryside. I don't know where we're going from here. Jake's behind me, so I'm hoping he's going to shout left or right, because I think we might be taking a right turn here. Let's find out. Right turn, there we go, you heard it. So right turn here towards Grafton and Cranford. This is the first time I've ever ridden this road, so it's the first time that you've seen it on the channel as well. Let's see where it goes. Look at that cottage, that's beautiful. Wow. We are 20.5 miles in. Jake tells me we're on a road towards Grafton, or Grafton Underwood, maybe as it's known. Whew. I didn't really have a point to today's ride or vlog. It was just getting out riding, taking the camera with me and showing you guys the route. But I have thought of something. I think this is video 85 on the channel, which means it's 15 videos to go until that 100-mile ride vlog I want to do. Well, I've invited some of you guys along with me. And when I say some of you guys, I mean anyone on this channel who's up for riding 100 miles at a very steady average pace, nothing too crazy, with me on the channel, don't mind having a camera in their face and me talking rubbish. I haven't planned the route yet, I just know that I want to ride 100 miles. So, those that watch the videos, the regulars, thank you very much. If you drop a comment down below saying you're up for it, obviously date depending, and maybe where you're based in the local area or the local sort of 50-mile radius, that want to join in, let me know in the comments down below sort of where you are. Obviously don't give me your full address, it's the internet, all sorts of things can happen, but just say, I don't know, my name's John and I live in Corby, for example, and you want to come on the ride, put a comment down below, and that might help me plan a route where hopefully you can come along and ride some of it, all of it, whatever. I will be riding from near my house, and obviously I'll start the 100 miles from there. I'm not having everybody turn up at the house because there's no room for that, and obviously my house I want to keep private from the internet, but somewhere close to me I'll find a space where people want to drive to the start, they can do, park their cars, and we can go from there. But yeah, let me know down below if you're up for it, and that'll help me start planning a route. But I'm running out of vlogs, 15 vlogs to go, and the most I've ridden in recent months is 50 miles, so 100 miles is going to be tough. So the more of you the merrier. I've got some wheels to hide behind. Right, 21 miles in, heading towards Grafton. Let's crack on. Woo-woo! This is nice and quaint. Look, I've got cobblestone roads to cycle over, a little bridge, and a little rivery stream bit to go along. This is very nice. This might become a route that we do more regularly. 25 mile halfway point. You all know what that means. White macadamia nut cliff bar time. Once we find somewhere safe to stop, it's jumping time. Into Islip, 26.3 miles in, and we've just smashed some food down us, had a little drink, and I think this is pretty much now the way we go to head home. We're taking a turn in now. Look where we are again. Deja vu, not for the first time on this ride. Stoke Doyle. Stoke Doyle, for anyone that hasn't watched last week's video, is where we cycled through. So we're back here again, on our way back into Oundle, into Peterborough. We're 32 and a half miles in the ride, and I have to say, I feel fantastic. I feel so much better this week compared to last week at this distance, and I don't really know what the difference is, because I've had no riding this week, which was the same as before, and obviously at the start of this week I had a bit of an illness, so all I can think of maybe is that I've eaten better this week, maybe there's a few carbs stored up in there. And the other change I've made is that one of my water bottles on the bike, I previously just carried one bottle of energy mix and one bottle of water, but this week I put a bottle of energy mix and an electrolyte mix. So maybe it's just a case of that I'm getting a little bit more in, and that's helping the legs get some fuel and not cramp up. But yeah, just over 32 miles in. It's definitely going to be a 50-mile ride today, which is fantastic. But I'm feeling a lot more positive already today. I came out today and I said to Jake, I don't know why I bought the camera. I can't really be asked to film. I don't know what to talk about, but it's flowed quite nicely, I think. Now, what should the title of this video be? Let's see. And we're back into fancy Oundle. Fancy pants Oundle. Now, we had a choice. We could stop in Oundle for a coffee, or we could keep riding and go to our usual Starbucks on the way home. And based on the fact that that sunshine up there hasn't really come out, I don't really want to stop for 20 minutes or so for a coffee and then get going again. I think we'll keep warm, grab the coffee at the end, and just have a little ride home after that, yeah? Jake approves. I've got some good news for you as well, Jake. It's my turn. It is? Yeah. It's my turn for the coffee. So Starbucks at the end it is. As you saw just then, Oundle was quite busy, so I couldn't really unclip and film, but we are just heading past the olive grove just before Polebrook, and that is now closed. That used to be somewhere we stopped regularly on these rides for coffee and cake, and it was always a nice place to stop, but I don't really know what happened to it. It's closed down, it's for sale, maybe the garden centre bits left open, but the cafe and the place for coffee and cake is no longer working. So it's one less coffee stop in the area for us to go and use. Hey ho, life moves on, so do businesses and so do people. We are, sorry, I'm catching my breath after coming up that little climb there. We are 36.5 miles in, and the next village along our route up here will be Polebrook. We are nearly 41 miles into the ride. On our way back home, we're heading towards, well, we've just been through Polebrook as you saw, and we're heading back towards the Elton Road. We're about to cycle past the Rectory Farm Cafe, which is somewhere we have been before. There's quite a few cars here, and this was an option for a coffee today, but we're going to continue and stop at the end. Let's see how many other people have had the idea of stopping today. Quite a few. Good morning. Quite a few bikes and people stopping for coffee and cake today there. .2 miles and we're back into Peterborough. Whew, there's the sign. The legs feel so much better today. Don't get me wrong, there's the odd twinge here and there, but they feel better. We'll take a right at this roundabout, cut through the housing estate, and let's go get a coffee. I think it's my turn. 49.4 miles on the clock. With a little bit of the ride we've got left to do, we'll definitely hit 50 today. Had a lovely coffee, and we're pretty much done. Thanks for the ride, Jake.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Good coffee.
I'll stick the route on screen now for anybody that wants to see where we've been. And I will say thank you very much for watching. It's always appreciated. Remember, fly, yuck. If you are interested in doing that 100-mile bike ride, stick a comment down below and let me know your location, and maybe I'll tailor the route a little bit to help out those that want to join the ride. But yeah, if you like the content, please hit that like button, and if you keep coming back to the channel, or even if it's your first time here, hit that subscribe button and help me out. Thanks for watching, have a good weekend, have a good week, and see you later. Bye bye.